But Fly, guess what? Sending down rings of ice, and S4 just trying to get out. Will be able to heal in about 1 second there.
First item Atos on Enchantress.
That's fine. Pretty good for Sienna. Still a little bit different. There will be a kill on Dubu. Fly goes down as well. S4, no heal for 15. This should be a kill.
Yeah, the red button wearing off, so he had a lot of health, and then he didn't, because he lost it all after the duration ended.
Good to see AA. Both supports dying up top.
That Atos is a little strange. Like, I guess they kind of lack catch in the early game, but not really like as the game goes on, so.
I feel like 4 steps is good, right? Always good for your team, good for you.
It just breaks the entire combo. Somebody who's shackled, somebody who's getting A blasted, you just save them. You save yourself.
We're watching. We haven't watched him in a while. I guess we can watch him hit some creeps, and that's a little different. I guess we haven't seen the Radiance on Lifestealer, and that's why Kunkka's going it. Is it just going to be the same? You're just going like armlet into Deso, or?
Physical.
About it, just because right now you can't go MKB next item on Abed. MKB at some point on the Deuce as well this game, but you're also going to need the MKB. Really need a butterfly just for both damage and survivability. He's gonna go for the Scotty. This is fine. I like this. You don't have. He actually can't go butterfly because his HP pool's too low and there's too much matchup.
Okay, I didn't have net worth up. What are we at? Okay, we're not too far, and I love
you had
looking
last
at
hits
CS.
until 19 minutes.
Well, it's not 19 minutes. Let's not be rude. It's 18:45, my friend. Those 15 seconds are a big game changer. Smoke through middle.
Oh.
Find anyone they can. Doesn't look like anyone's really out of position. You have all 3 pretty much just surrounding the Medusa up here. And this is the Dubu I remember. You fall behind and he never feels good, because in a losing game Dubu he's just buying wards and sentries the entire game. And it feels like, right, the kind of position 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to call it, like has kind of fallen off the way, right? Like you need farm on all your heroes, it feels like nowadays.
It's not the same anymore. It kind of makes sense, though, if you think about it, the way Dota's like progressed over the years. Every player's 20% of their team. Yeah. And you ever talk to like Puppy or Kuro about it, they'll discuss how the first item on a 5 position is way more valuable than the first. Never face. Items on a 5 mean more than items on other heroes because they simply don't have the gold. But like this medallion, this random Force Staff or Glimmer, like that can change games. It's not as if a core is ever going to be able to buy it. It's very important to ensure your cores, or rather supports getting it. Because right now it feels like, let's say AAL misses, it's a 4-on-5.
It is, and oh, there's going to be the dunk. Will he be able to bring down? Yes. S4 plus crit. That's just way too much damage. Any lockdown with this enchant.
That was all the Atos. And then the Golem, follow from crit.
I mean, well, what's that thing used? LRC?
LRC, long range cannons, baby.
What's Atos? Long range.
And
Nice
what's
and easy to-
Enchantress?
Blah, she's a cannon herself.
There you go.
She is the LRC.
No, I was just
Oh. It's going to be a sheep. They are going to throw it in. This could be a sheep. Blast will it? No, it only hits on the one it is. Crit's already used the ulti. Fly will use his ulti as well. There's going to be a kill on DJ. There's an Acho as well on the Ogre. Abed has that ulti. Kill. Still engaged. There's going to be a buyback from Crit. They actually want to take this fight. It looks like from behind there's going to be freeze. Medusa will start getting right click. Will just mant out of the open wounds. On the backside, these more slowly getting brought down by the Crit. Crit will throw that stun. RTZ throw into somebody, but he can't. Will they get there now? This could be a dieback for Crit. He wants to get out of here. Will they jump forward? They're going to look for him. He just dies. Sleight of fist brings him down. Uh-oh. S4 doesn't have his heal. He might die as well. Fly is this is going to be a team wipe? It looks like it. S4 baiting him in. Oh my goodness. Almost brings down Jab, but Fly still trying to run and will make it.
It's a great fight for Fnatic. There's a buyback on crit there too. Dieback, actually.
Yes. Well,
This is a little overeager from EG.
it feels like this AA blast. They keep trying to like fight into it and it doesn't feel good.
You need these 4-steps.
Dyer's
You need
middle
the
tower
ability to
is under
combo.
attack.
And as of now, if somebody gets hexed,
Dyer's
by Ogre, they're
structures
gonna
are
die.
fortified.
That's what on the chicken was S4's force staff, but you know, a minute too late. Almost a full BKB now on Sumail. Still a 3K lead, but guess what? You got this Medusa. You got bloodlust with the Medusa. as you
Look at
talked
what
about.
it used to be. If you think about it, they've really done some. They put a significant dent into EG's lead.
Yeah.
We still certainly have the edge here, but 4, 5 items in, that's when the Abed Deuce starts to get out of control.
and this Shaman is rich. Look at this Blink Hex bottom. Look at this. 4-step behind him. He's just a goner.
They're to look for DJ now. DJ is sitting here eating infinites. Sumail actually takes the kill.
He spray painted EG on the ground. That's style.
He got him.
What a boss.
Do you think he queued that up just like for this series? Like put that in his...
Dyer's middle
Probably,
tower
I like
is
that. That's style points for sure.
We'll see. We'll see next time we cast our games if he does it for the same team.
Their lead's gone. Is
Dyer's
Fnatic
bottom
ahead
tower
now,
is
would you
under
say?
attack.
Like, are they
I'm not sure how to
at the
read
advantage?
the late game. Yeah, like I don't know what's gonna happen like 30 to 40 minutes. That's like all about, I think, execution. But I feel after that, Fnatic will start to pull ahead.
Lifestealer is no longer feeling nearly as good as he used to because of what happened with the map control. You're now killable, as you saw there. The Shaman is scary as all hell. He has the Ether Lens. Once he gets 15, he'll also have the cast range talent with the Blink Dagger. So his like close gap range is pretty nuts.
Well, we are going to see Crit.
Oh, that smoke is
Arteezy
going
inside
straight
them.
up to the hill. Fnatic's already up it. Active shrine.
We're chilling. And Arteezy trying to run away. Goes down. Crit goes down. Ice goes down on Fnatic's side. But Fly's just getting run down. BKB. Oh, Impetus. Pretty good versus it. He's going to force step downhill. Does get the heal off, but gets trapped in. And uh-oh, that's just going to be a kill. S4 slowly getting brought down, but guess what? Our first gold lead for Fnatic in a while.
You can see this AA against the Lifestealer, man.
Oh.
The armlet build sounded good in theory, but looking on this game, you know, hindsight, it feels like he almost needed the Radiant play here. 'Cause he's just, he's not actually tanky to your point, BSJ. Like, in fact, Arteezy's barely ahead of the Ember Spirit, even though his laning phase went so much better.
The problem I had with the Kunkka pick was it kind of does the same thing as Lifestealer in this game, and that's why he built Radiance, right? Like you're kind of those heroes are.
You don't need to do that. You could go for like Shadow Blade, earlier BKB, a Drums, which they don't
But
have.
Kunkka doesn't catch Ember, and then you didn't have absolute last pick, so like they're gonna pick a core that doesn't really care about
Dyer's
getting
middle
X.
tower is
In
under
that case,
attack.
the Medusa,
No
like
hero
Medusa doesn't
can
really
stop
care if
the
she
flames.
like. If it's like a mobile position-based core, you know, if they get X, they're in trouble. But as Medusa, it's like okay, you
Dyer's
X me,
top
now what?
tower is under attack.
And it's just like, what I'm saying is, since I don't like the other way Kunkka could be played in a specific game,
Oh my!
and he's
Uncharacteristic mistake from Crit.
Does he just think he missed it? Ouch. That hurts because now they kind of know, right? You got a Medusa, Bloodlust Medusa with Scotty Manta. Don't you just take some towers off this?
Yep, they're looking to pressure top. It's since I was going to say, since they saw all of EG bottom, they were looking on DJ.
And now they're ahead Bottom lane is pushed for EG, but Fnatic way ahead, already shoving 2 lanes with catapults active.
That wasn't X to Konga actually, so he
Dire's top
Got it.
tower is
Dude, got
feeling
that.
its
Eventually.
mortality.
Well, EG grouping up around middle. Meanwhile, Fnatic doing the same there between middle and top. And here comes the A blast.
Fights for its life.
Will get hit by it, but glimmered up.
This is where the Fnatic lineup gets spooky, because
Dire's
they have
top
maxed
tower
out
is
blood
under
plus.
attack.
You've got an Ember and a Medusa running around near max move speed. Well, not Medusa, but Ember Spirit gets real speed.
Yeah,
Dire's
500
top
going forward
tower
hero that
has
is
fallen.
going to play off map with DJ, and then he's just such a scary threat.
And EG's not here. They're just going to look to threaten high ground. I love this.
Oh,
Yeah, why
do
not?
it.
Radiant's middle tower is
Will
losing
spawn.
its foundation.
There's bring down the snakes. Yep, Astor is going to try to clear him out. See if he can. There's going to be a Hex plus a freeze, so slow him down. Snakes will do a little damage, but not too much.
This is just forcing them back to base. This is another way to corral people. You can either do it directly by like running at them across the map, or you can just say, hey, if you don't come back, we're going to kill your base.
It's one of those concepts that's been really developed. I think it started at TI7 with Liquid, and
Yeah.
since then it's been expanded upon. This idea that you can alleviate pressure around the map by applying it in other areas, and that's now sort of just the wisdom of the scene. Like, that's the way people prefer to defend nowadays. It's just
Dire's
lower
middle
risk,
tower
because
is
if you're
under
playing enemy
attack.
side of the map, it's like worst case, you TP back to your own after you force them there. It's a win-win.
Well, one of them's like reactionary, chasing the other team, while the other one's saying like,
Yeah, you give the other team tempo and
Yeah.
try to. It's tough to do that. Teams are too good nowadays. They take little leads and make them win.
There's something we didn't really talk about. This Enchantress taking over the Manta illusion of Medusa actually just clears your replays with it. Fly, oh my. BKB just straight up popped here. Sumail's like, you know what? I'm gonna save you. Just kidding. Now the shrine will be gone. If that boat got a little bit quicker, might have been able to. But that is a BKB down, and I'm sure Ember wants all the time he can, especially against the Kunkka and an Earthshaker.
True.
yeah, I said Medusa doesn't really threaten Lifestealer, but he's going Basher after this Deso. Like, if you look at his net worth, right? He has 13,000 net worth, and none of this net worth makes him like harder to kill. Like, yeah, you have
I
a
agree.
low
I don't like it. I think the Halberd was the pick here. Halberd's like the item against Dusa. He's not got a Linken's. It's a 5-second disarm, and plus the evasion. Like, I really hate minus armors against Medusa as well, because all the damage Mana Shield absorbs is pre-reduction. So the minus armor only affects 40% of the damage, right? So no.
Yeah, it'd be 40.
Yeah. So, wait, are you sure?
Yeah, Mana Shield is 60%.
Okay, yeah.
My bad, could look for you.
Anyway, yeah. So the Deso only matters for 40% of the DPS you're doing to the Dusa, and it just feels like, I don't know. I like Halberd. I like Halberd on like 3 heroes for EG. I want Sumail to get one still.
Well, my idea would have been, if you're thinking Halberd, I would have rather the Lifestealer have the Radiance and like AC and all these like Lifestealer items.
Oh, for
and
sure.
Then have Kunkka with the Halberd rather than the Lifestealer.
There's not much it feels like EG can do against this. You got a Solar Crest Wards and a Bloodlusted Butterfly Medusa now hitting Roche.
And that MKB is when it just gets terrible. Like, that's it. That's the 4th item. That's when Medusa just gets unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about
follow her.
itemization, right? Like how earlier on we were watching, it felt like the games from LGD were just so smooth because all the items came together as like one beautiful picture. But this game, it's like you have 2 heroes, in my opinion, Lifestealer, that are playing the same role. Like, I think Lifestealer wanted to play this role, this Radiance AC, and now he's not allowed to play it because Kunkka's playing it. So now Lifestealer is building like not ideal items,
Yeah.
and then I don't know exactly where the problem started. You know, was it a draft issue? Was it like, you know, communication issue? Was it like just an in-game decision where they're like, I'm having a really good game on Kunkka, I'll go Radiance, and then he's like, well, okay, I guess I'm not going Radiance. You know,
Yeah.
where did it happen?
That's what makes Dota so complex, right? Because
Yeah.
your Sumail, that is the best item for your game. You
Yeah.
want to get a Radiance after double bracer when you're that far ahead. But you're now taking that ability away from your hard carry. Perhaps you're punishing him more than you're helping yourself. It's all about balancing it and ensuring that your entire team is in the best position to succeed. This being a 5-on-5 after all, as Valve even pushed us to remember by
It is a team game.
combining solo and team party MMRs.
Sure.
Indeed. Have you guys been playing a lot of party MMR?
I gave up after a lot of the Smurfs is the problem. So you think that people would stop being, you know,
Goobers.
Goobers, exactly, in the top tier MMR, but it doesn't end. It doesn't end.
It never ends. I remember.
Never ends.
I was playing.
Looks like maybe it's a kill on fly here. Oh, force that. There's no way he gets the ulti out. And it actually is doing a little bit of damage. Boat's gonna come through, gonna help Fly survive a little bit longer. Jazz has to actually get out of there. Infidus will be enough. It sure as hell is. They're gonna try to turn around now. Hobbit is getting melted down, but guess what? That isn't Aegis, but the ulti used before. And well, now just trying to right click. Dude does get a kill on Crit on the backside. Crit. And after buyback, still has the ulti. Infidus goes out, hits Ice. They're just gonna try to hold Medusa in place, but guess what? Solar Crest from Ice continuously on this Medusa. Still don't do that much damage. Trying to block him out. There's gonna be a DKB. DJ just holding RTZ in place, and now, didn't even use the ulti on Crit. Crit might just die. Gonna try to perma-stun, but DJ has that BKB, and see you later, Crit. That's the second dieback this game for Crit, right?
Yeah, the Medusa mana burned the Enchantress. The Enchantress is like really the only threat with the Medusa, right? So once she's solar crested, there's really no other way to kill her. And over the course of that fight, the Enchantress got Mystic Snake twice, and then suddenly does no damage. And also, that's pretty funny, Abed got trapped by DJ's ward, so he was forced to TP both times. Got trapped by his teammate's ward.
Whoa. Once again, you saw some. Yo, Sumail. No BKB.
Dead, bro.
He's dead. He's gone.
Yeah.
No buyback.
The reason I mentioned Earthshaker is because you're allowed to do what he just did if you have an Earthshaker, because you have a long-range cancel of the shackles.
Was he X back?
No,
like,
he
was
wasn't.
what? He just walked forward. He just died.
They were flight into the ground where he's like, excuse me, guys.
Coming through.
Coming through.
This looks like it's just going to be one rack, if not two top. They know they can go up top as well.
He is Fnatic's obviously punishing, but this didn't, like, EG had this game, I thought, like, in terms of, like, they were in control of the game, they were setting the tempo, and Fnatic got, like, 3 or 4 crucial kills. Suddenly, the momentum of the game shifted, and oh my god.
Oh, man. Talk about adding insult to injury.
Old state.
And now even the Ogre, I mean, it's a 33-minute Vlad, but flying out, guess what? Get some damage, get some armor, have fun, Abed.
The value boys
Oh, and there's the, he loves it. That Midas, already back up to 1.1k after buying 8 full Vlads, and yep, that's going to be 2 full sets of rack.
This Ogre offlane is it's actually, it's like the dream hero for my concept of Dota, because you crush your lane, you're super tanky, you don't care about dying, you just walk in, and then you buy Midas, and suddenly all the rest of your goal for the entire game goes to teamfight items.
Look at his
you
level
have so
15
much
and 20 talents. 350 health, 400 strength, or 40 strength. 800 health, dude.
Beast mode.
So what? That's 1150 health from talents?
Yeah, 1150. So it's a third of his HP pool right now. Is
decent.
Plus the HP. He's just having a good time.
You're gonna find Crit.
He sure will. We'll get the stun off. We'll get another one. Don't want to try to do anything else. Now it looks like Crit will just die here.
No buyback. That's the perfect kill. 45 seconds now to kill this tier 2 bot.
As BSJ said, they looked like EG was ahead, and then Fnatic, guess what? They make a couple of good fights. They take these. It feels like they're playing the map a lot better.
Again, just point to it could be Dubu, finally having that like traditional shot caller, but don't forget, Coach March.
The coach in game, yeah, Coach March as well.
I mean, he did take, Jeanette, because they really threw that game 4 in that qualifier against Fineski and SEA. Otherwise, you would have seen this brand new team made up of effectively a bunch of rejects.
Yeah.
They would just qualify to TI all of a sudden. Unfortunately, this fucking Gunner, they did debate themselves. They got a DD, they were going to roast, like, nah, we'll throw.
Every pro's been there at least once, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, there's a stat, it's like probably like 20 times teams have come back from mega creeps in pro games, and 4 of them I was on the losing team that had the megas.
My philosophy is that if you're just never 1 game away from TI, you'll never lose the 1 game away from TI.
It's true. I've done that a few times too. I really, I find a lot of your new ways to lose. Let me know. Let me try them out. I've done that with the full smorgasbord.
And almost level 25.
I find a lot of your new ways Let me try them out.
He'll take the man or you take the modifier.
I've done that with the full
smorgasbord
modifier, man.
And almost
I
level
really,
25.
I find, to your point, maybe you just need to stay alive, right?
I was told that the modifiers are better when you level them, and the mana's better late game. Because it's effectively like 2,500 health.
It's a decent amount.
I think he might go mana this game just because they have no tools to burn it. And he's already doing plenty of
Like
damage.
2,000. Modifiers is like good against them, mana's good for you.
It's a decent amount.
Right, so like in this game, since
I think
has
he might
his
go
own
mana this game.
everything,
Burn it.
he's already doing
does get cleared off, and he just pops his BKB.
Second BKB.
Sure, let's just kill this, and let's not. Let's get out.
Sure, let's go. Oh,
Never mind. See you later.
Psych.
That's the right call. Crit respawn. Still just not quite 25. Roche up soon.
Yep, it is. They respawn in about 5 here.
You have the luxury to kind of just like pop that BKB too. Like you don't need to just play it safe. Don't let anything go wrong.
Oh, it's a real quick Roche. It's literally already up.
And have the
There's
courage
going to be
counting it.
BKB. It might be over before then. We are going to be one. It's just going to be fly. He will get found. Sentry ward on the ground.
And every hero in this game is important at 38 minutes. Like, even though it's just a 5 position.
He takes the
And
modifier, by
this,
the way.
they might not need to do this, but I'm telling you, the Fnatic of the entire year does not make this play.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got him, guys. Let's go win the game. Maybe you do. Maybe you throw. This Fnatic,
Why not do this at this point,
Just-
right? Yeah.
you can't, they can't win. You can only lose.
Oh
And look at
my
that.
God.
A reward for their patience. It is a virtue after all.
What do you think better, a late game DD or a 2-minute DD?
Late game.
Late game, always, yeah.
What if they made DD a 3 halves rune?
What do you mean?
You know, like it gave you 50% instead of double dip.
What did you learn?
It'd still be really good.
Your fractions are way off.
Dyer's courier has met its
What do you mean,
maker.
3 halves? Okay, it's like a 50% rune instead of a DD rune. Why does it have to be double, you know? Like, double so much.
That's a good question. It is a decent amount.
I'm just saying, like, if they, like,
That'd be
everyone
weird.
everyone
Like, what would the
complains about
rune be
DD.
called then? Instead of double damage rune. That'd be
3 halves
the
rune,
a
is
3
it?
halves rune. That'd be a rough one.
I'm so... What? Never mind. 4-staff glimmer on the AA. I just saw. Nice supporting effort from
Dude,
Dubu.
And 1.8k in the bank. Fly, meanwhile, close to that BKB. Has gotten some good ults off, but
I will say, Grant, you seem... talk about it at the end of the game. Not going high ground.
yep. And they look to win Abed. Look at this. He just right-clicking Sumail. Get a drop? No. Get it back
Card too. So he's literally got Bloodlust, Solar Crest, and
Oh, there's gonna be no hit backside. They will hit on the tube. Will even be able to bring down the Amber. Not quite yet. PKB gets popped. Crest. See you later. Arteezy gets texted immediately. And Abed is just eating them all alive. GG's not calling quite yet. They're just gonna force all the buybacks. Sumail. Guess what? This Eye of Scotty. It's just slowing the entire time. See you later. Abed. Are they going to give him the rampage? Fly. Oh, there's the sentry, there's the rampage, double rampage. No GG's called quite yet. They're gonna try to make it away, but no, it's not gonna happen. Here comes another double rampage. Will there be a triple Sumail? He's sitting there in the base. Will they be able to find him? It is both though. He's gonna be quite tanky in here, but they're still trying. Abed, he's looking for it, but I think the game's gonna end and it does.
they tried so hard to get him the triple rampage. You gotta respect.
Yeah.
And camaraderie there.
You do it.
They are feeling themselves.
Dude, they are looking. They're just looking good. I mean, these first 4 games we've watched, it seems pretty one-sided.